Now, 2017 did see world-changing events, but it was also a year that was sometimes harder to tell fact from fiction. The term fake news swirled around global news coverage more than ever last year. Jacqueline Vuga now explains what propelled it into the mainstream.
Fake news, the term that has filled the headlines and your social media feeds for the past 12 months, has been deemed 2017's word of the year, at least by Collins Dictionary.
The nation relies on me to read truthful facts, and I can't say that sandwiches have gone on strike.
3, 2, 1.
Tonight's news stories are
fake. It's fake news.
And the mainstream media would have you believe that fake news goes hand in hand with topics such as Russia, Putin, and the Kremlin.
Fake news that's being spread by Russia.
Fake news has dominated the true headlines.
Fake news spread by Russia.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Kremlin spread misleading or otherwise fake news.
Certain outlets even took the battle against the fake news phenomenon to the front lines.
This is an apple. Some people might try to tell you that it's a banana. You might even start to believe that this is a banana. But it's not. This is an apple.
Facts first should go without saying, but the mainstream media have found themselves in the wrong on a staggering amount of occasions. Even CNN has been guilty of it. They were forced to retract their report on a connection between Anthony Scaramucci, who was on Trump's transition team, and a Russian investment fund manager, issuing an apology for the false story. 3 people lost their jobs over that one. Then, of course, there was the breaking news run in September by most major outlets in the U.S., dropping the bombshell that the Russians had attempted to hack the election systems in 21 states. Caught red-handed, it was the evidence everyone had been waiting for to prove the Russians did it. Until one by one, states came forward saying, no hack here, and the story of 2017 quickly crumbled. On to December, and some of America's most influential news outlets spread another explosive and 100% false news story to millions. Yes, the WikiLeaks token of help to the Trump campaign and the hacked DNC emails. WikiLeaks equals Russia, therefore 1 + 1 = 3, and the Kremlin and Trump are in cahoots.
Message sent in the final stretch of the 2016 campaign.
This email on September 4th.
It gave Donald Trump, his son, and others a decryption key for hacked WikiLeaks documents.
Illusion question, right? Because WikiLeaks was essentially acting as an agent of Russian intelligence.
The media frenzy was, however, short-lived. The files had, in fact, not been handed over before being made public, but after. So, not the knockout blow to the president they were all hoping for. Surprisingly, though, the whole story was based on one email from a random guy, and somewhere in the build-up to the revelation hitting the headlines, numerous people had read the date incorrectly. The list of fakes goes on, especially if Russia is somehow in the mix. Inflammatory claims centering on Russia are some of the best clickbait out there. And that's despite one major outlet being caught admitting the hype was all just a big red herring.
What do you think is going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
So perhaps the word of the year should be anonymous. Eye-grabbing headlines and allegations quickly turn to guilt despite no evidence. All it takes is anonymous sources.